Yes, guys, what's going on? Welcome to Stretford Paddock. This is DJ Luck and MC Neat. We are back with Comment
DJ
Club
Luck and MC Neat.
to bring you the very best in your comments and us discussing their comments. Is that what we do?
Mate, you're the expert. I don't know. I'm just doing as I'm told, whatever you say.
This is the first time since we took over this joint that we're doing Comment Club. It's better with us that on, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, man. Do you know what? It's about time. And also, I think it's the first video me and you've done without the rest of them.
It's good to get back to usual because,
yeah, do you know what I mean?
You know, usually trying to force all these new people in. Joel Smith, who's he?
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
know who he is. Stop trying to force him on us, will you? Just want to get back to the old days. So we're here to look at the comments. First off, how you doing, Jay?
I'm all right, mate. Yeah, I'm good. You know, I'm looking forward to the semi.
Got your shorts on, nice little tan, looking
Yes, yeah, caught the sun, man. I was a little bit surprised when I saw myself on camera. I'm looking quite brown.
good. You are, yeah. Which is a shock. Me too, but I haven't caught the sun. Ben West has got his comment in. Suppose we should get started.
Yeah, man.
Read it out?
Ben West says, conspiracy theory time. Sancho is already signed and the announcement video has been filmed. The only reason it hasn't been announced is because United don't want it to overlap with the Europa League.
Dum, dum, dum.
I like a conspiracy theory.
What's your favourite conspiracy theory?
My favourite conspiracy theory is that Elvis isn't dead.
I like them ones.
He's moved to
Tupac's in Cuba.
Yeah, he
with
lives in
Elvis.
West or something. Yeah, I'm into
But
them
I
ones.
think like a lot of these conspiracy theories, they start with a little bit of truth.
Yeah.
So like with Tupac, he got murdered. It was dodgy. But then people keep pushing it, and it's kind of like, yeah, but he's not actually dead. Like, didn't Elvis Presley die shitting himself? No, shitting.
Yeah, he did. I think
himself.
allegedly died on the toilet having a number 2.
How would you like to go out?
I don't know, man. I don't like to go on the toilet because I think it's unfair because whoever's got to find you's got to tidy you up and sort you out, and it's not really fair on them. So
That's a bit of a mad one, that, isn't it?
Yeah,
because he would have been found with shit between his cheeks.
That's what I mean. What do you do as well? Do you clean him up, or do you leave it?
Surely you have to. Surely you have
do
to.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then if you move him, you're gonna get in trouble. It's just a minefield.
You have to get the wet wipes.
It's a minefield.
You have to get the wet wipes.
Did they have wet wipes in those days? They must have done.
I don't know.
Let us know in the comments below
if they had. But as for that, I think this conspiracy theory comes about because someone from an office block by the stadium took a picture of the stadium and there was loads of smoke coming out. Yeah. But that was just Mason Greenwood practicing his shooting.
See, he's on it, innit? Hey, very good.
Hey.
Listen, it's not the craziest conspiracy theory I've ever heard, but I don't think it's true.
I don't think we're asked about that.
No,
but it may be. I do get that teams wait for the perfect time and they wait for maybe, like, I don't know, sometimes United will delay commercial deals because we've lost a game or something like that.
Yeah.
So teams do things like that. And I wouldn't be surprised if we got knocked out of the Europa League that United thought, full speed ahead, Sancho, let's try and kill this news. But I don't think that's going to happen.
No, I don't.
I don't think it has happened.
I hope it has. I hope we've got Jadon Sancho because I'm sick of all the speculation. I just want it done. I want him here. I want him wearing that number 7 shirt, tearing it up. But at the moment, I think we're still waiting.
Curly has sent in a comment, Jay, and this one's for you.
Yes.
He or she says, I wonder if Jay realises when he stands in front of the mirror and the reflection of his head makes the endless void you get when you put 2 mirrors face to face. That's a lot of bold. It's like Bruce Lee when he's in that thing, Return of the Dragon.
Yeah, so like when I'm standing in front of the mirror, the reflection, and you see lots of bald heads.
Connor Llewellyn says, I was always under the impression Joel was Ian's brother or cousin brother, as us Asians say. Can't believe those 2 men aren't related. Joe and Ian. Do you know who Ian is, right?
Of course I know who Ian is. Do I know who Ian is? Listen, just because you beat me on this channel by about a week, don't start giving it the big one like you've been here since dot.
Basically, people talk about like me and Steve were the first ones on the channel. Steve came along after we made it popular, after we'd done all the hard work and got us off the ground running and Andy Tate had gone mad and all that. Then Steve thought, I like the look of that, let me get stuck in.
Steve was like David Moyes.
Me and Jay had done the hard yards. Exactly, I was man. Sir Alex. I was Mike Phelan.
Nicky Phelan putting out the cones, mate. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't for me and Macca. There would be no Steve.
Oh, well, what have we done to the world?
We gave the world Stephen Howson.
Oh,
mate, we're going to have some explaining to do.
Oh, Joe and Ian being cousins, though. Is it the beards?
It's the energy colour? As well, isn't it? They've got that sort of happy-go-lucky, smiley, just cheerfulness. That
I don't think you've ever met Ian.
Oh no, on video he was. That's true. I have, but on video he always had that like 100 Reasons to Hate City and things like that. He was always full of beans.
He's full of energy
Yeah.
and he's full of.
Yeah.
But he's actually a very nice guy. Joe, same can't be said.
Yeah, you can't. No, Joe's horrible. Really mean.
He looks. He does this thing where if I look like Jesus, people think I'm a nice person.
Yeah.
But
Once the cameras stop rolling, honestly, he pulls the wings off insects. He's horrible. Just a horrible person.
He's a horrible man. And he eats, like, he'll come into the office,
Yeah.
with packs of cold meat and
Yeah.
a tub of mayonnaise.
Huh?
What are you having for your
2
dinner?
packs of sliced chicken braise and Mattison's sort of horseshoe meat. What? Cock?
What's all that
For
about?
dinner. Who does that, bruv?
And he doesn't even use a fork. He uses his bare hands.
That's, like, we've all gone past the fridge one day and thought, ooh, cold piece of chicken. Ate it. Carried on doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
But he does that for dinner. And he has a cheek to moan at me when I have a Five Guys once a week.
He's a sick, sick bastard.
He doesn't even get either, like, honey roasted ham or chicken tikka or something. He gets, like, just
Just what, like
plain old chicken.
ham,
Yeah.
chicken, just like.
Do you know, like, remember in cartoons where it just
government
be
issue.
a white box with the word cereal on it? Like, just ham.
Acme ham.
That's what he does.
100 slices for £1. Can't go wrong.
What's Dara saying, Jay?
He's saying it's a question, even though he's not put a question mark on it. So sort your pronunciation out or your grammar. Who's more hipster, Jay or Ronaldo? Right.
I don't think either of you.
I mean, I'm the least hipster person I think you can fucking get. I don't know what you're talking about there.
Have we
Dara.
changed the definition of hipster? Cal, can you get the definition of hipster?
I
up,
mean,
please?
I'd go Ronaldo because he has a man bag.
But he does have
Have a man bag.
That's not hipster though.
No, it's not actually.
I don't call the drug dealers around my ends hipsters.
We've got hipster, a person who follows the latest trends and fashions, especially those regarded as being outside the cultural mainstream.
Nah.
I don't follow any fashions, regardless of whether. I mean, you can see by my appearance today, so I wouldn't say I'm a hipster. Ronaldo, I don't know. I just
Who's
think
the biggest hipster in the office? Joe?
Joe, 100%.
Because he pretends he likes weird music and things like that as well, doesn't he?
He wears double denim as well, doesn't he, Joe?
Double denim.
Hey.
He does.
That's weird. That he gets away with it as well. He
Double
goes under the
denim used to
radar.
be in though. I remember going
Did
to
it?
Levi's and being like, "Oh, I want a denim jacket."
You're too young for double denim to have ever been in your lifetime.
No, but I used to-
Double
I
denim
used
was
to
in
copy what
about
my dad wore.
1983.
Like my dad was one of those guys that like made me wear the same clothes as him. So like, you know, like, oh yeah, I just want to have a little mini me walking around.
I will never do that to my son.
I'm gonna do that to my son. It's gonna just be two of me, except my
In
son.
answer to your question, Dara, I'm going to say neither of us.
Neither.
Yeah,
It's
we're not
Joe.
hipster,
The answer to that is Joe.
Sorry. Go on, what have you got for us?
Wearing a man bag is not hipster.
I've got a man bag.
Man's round ends wear man bags.
I have got one.
Henry
I
Winter.
rarely wear it. Oh, yeah, Rob Jones, who used to play for Liverpool, probably, has asked us a question. Go on, what's he saying?
He
Well,
hasn't
it's not
asked
a
a
question,
question.
I'm lying. He's made a statement. What statement has he made?
Henry Winter looks like Liam Neeson.
Right, well, I'll tell you one thing about Henry Winter. Right, he's a nice guy. He don't go looking for black people with a knife. Whatever it was. Like,
Oh yeah, is that what? Oh yeah, Liam Neeson did that.
so,
didn't he?
yeah. So, none of us look like each other. Well, Henry Winter's a nice guy. I don't think he looks like Liam Neeson.
I don't.
Yeah.
I like Henry Winter. And I'll tell you
Although
what.
when we spoke to him, he did say, "I will find you and I will kill you."
He
I
did,
have a
and he
serious set
found
of
me
skills.
outside Wembley and he
Yeah.
spoke to me. You know what I like about Henry Winter is
Go on.
he is one of the best journalists in the game.
He is.
Yeah. And he has always shown love to little old full-time Devils / Paddock. Always reached out to us. Always said, yo, you make great content. Keep it up. You know, you're not like the rest, all that kind of stuff. And when you've got small-time MEN blogger journalists that like to take a little dig at what we're doing because they feel like
Threatened.
we're threatening
Yeah.
them. There's too many brown people in the press box. All those
Call it
kind
as
of
it is.
things. Like, I like that Henry Winter's someone that's from a totally different world to me, to you, and he can just see us and be like, I like what they're doing. I like that. I'm going to show him some love. We've never paid him to do some work. There's
No.
some journalists we have to pay to get them on.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
We have to do certain things. He's always shown love and support.
And like you say,
Maybe we're like, he is Liam Neeson and we're his daughter.
Yeah. He's like, I've got a certain set of skills
That I'm going to use to
you
protect
should
these
protect you.
guys.
Hey, do you know what I mean? So maybe he is. Maybe he is that type of guy. Do you know what I mean?
He did look good in his mask though.
What?
Henry Winter.
Henry Winter. Oh yeah, because where did you meet him?
Wembley.
Wembley. Out there, Wembley. But this is the thing. We spoke to him and he was like, "Oh, I'll be at the game if you want anything." Oh yeah, would you mind doing something? Yeah, no worries. Send you a vid. Speak to you afterwards if you're about.
Oh yeah, he did one for the watch along.
That's what I mean. He's like, he's got no ego, which considering he's probably the most prominent sports writer or
Definitely
football writer in the
English.
country. Yeah, in England. Then it's good to see, and it's a good example, man. Because journalism gets a bad rep, but not all journalists are knobheads.
Wankers.
Exactly.
So you're basically Henry. We love you.
Yeah.
Nizam Gumedi says, "Laugh my ass off." I think Lamau stands for
Lamau.
the kids these days.
Lamau.
Says Jay will never live down the lady friend comment. Have you got away with that yet?
I make tea every night. I wash up
Did
every
she
night.
make you a T-shirt after that?
She's going to.
Man friend on
Can
it.
I just explain myself, right? I'm an idiot.
Yep.
That's it, right? That's my explanation. The reason why I meant to say, my lady. I don't even know what I was saying.
I know what happened
I don't
to
know what I was
you.
going to say.
I know what happened to
Go
you.
on, explain it for me.
You were about to say my wife.
Yeah, she's not my
But
wife.
then you remembered that
There's
technically she's not. So if I call her that and she hears it,
Yeah.
I'm digging a
Yeah.
hole this way
Yeah.
where...
And you know what made it worse, mate? Was when I went, all right, the mother of my children. And then she was like,
my baby
the
mother.
mother of my children. That woman that lives in my house, right?
So do you want to retract that?
I do want to retract it, and apologies
Apologise.
to my missus. She's not just my lady friend who I met last week. We have been going out for a bit.
For 3 weeks.
And I'm very happy.
Currently.
So long may yeah, it's going all right.
I'm sorry. I'm digging this hole. even
Long
more.
may it continue. That's all I'm going to say on that. I know I haven't left it down. Let's move on swiftly, quickly.
What's this man's name? Generous Todger.
Generous man
man
Tom
Todger.
Per. He says WWE Kevin Owens.
WWF. We don't do WWE.
Oh, sorry, WWF. But even though it says WWE,
Yeah, but
Mac is,
that's like...
right. Mac is correcting the tweet, so I'm just saying what Mac is saying. Kevin Owens
It's a
is
YouTube comment.
It's Stephen. Oh, sorry, it's a YouTube comment, not a tweet. So Mac is correcting me for saying it's a tweet when it's actually a YouTube comment. Also correcting what it's saying, if you can keep up with that one. Kevin Owens is Stephen Howson lookalike, and then a laughing face emoji.
You know what I hate? He is a little bit. But we see this comment every single video week. I've seen that video since I've been working with Steve. That comment since I've been working with Steve, and I hate it. You know what? You know what drives me mad? People like, all right, Generous Man might have just seen Steve for the first time and thought that. So if so, I apologise to you. But you know, people like with that. Oh, Jesse Lingard's a youth player. Like, bro, you think you're the first one to have said that?
I know.
Do you really think you're the first one to have said that? Like,
Do you know
it's
what,
like
mate?
if I told you a
Yeah,
joke,
but
and then
you say
you
that-
told Mitz, and then Mitz told Cam, and then later on next week, Mitz comes and tells me my joke to me, I'd be like,
But do
fuck off.
you know what it is though, right? With this, you're right. We hear it, but then we heard it the other week, and Ronaldo lost his shit like it was the funniest thing he'd ever heard in his life. He couldn't even
Ronaldo.
talk. He was laughing that much, and he was like, and he kept bringing it up. Oh, that's ended me that.
What,
Kevin
Jesse
Owens-
Lingard thing?
No,
Kevin
the
Owens
Kevin Owens thing. He went, Kevin Owens, I can't believe it. He kept repeating it on the like he just heard it for the first time, and like he couldn't get his words out. He was that like hysterical about it. So that's probably encouraging it. So it's Ronaldo's fault, not Generous Man's.
Yeah, sorry,
So take it
Generous
over Ronaldo.
Todger.
And also, he got 6 likes.
All from Ronaldo.
All from Ronaldo. Oh, here you go. Here's one
Oh,
for you. Joe
you
Swarbrick.
read this one out so we can clip it up.
Fucking
go on,
hell.
say it.
Hey,
Don't-
Joe, you need to get out more, son. Best duos in football.
Say it with us more.
Cole and York, Rooney and Ronaldo, Howson and McCullough.
Oh,
And
and by the
this,
way, that's
right?
McCullough and Howson.
And the worst thing about this one, right,
Depot.
is not that this is obviously some guy who's proper drunk, levered out of his head, just going sick on the comments.
He got
He got
290.
290 likes. And I love how Paddock loved it as well. That's obviously when you've been in charge of the
That
YouTube
might have been
comments.
me.
Yeah. Best duos in football, yeah. I don't know really if I'd put House
I
and
agree.
McCullough,
I agree.
in those esteemed companies.
I agree. Look,
Maybe if you extended it a little
outside
bit.
of Poet and Booge, On YouTube, you don't get better.
Hey, House and
Just gonna put
Macaulay
that
are
over
number
there.
3. Yeah, you're a distant third.
Sometimes it's not distant.
Yes. Oh, yeah. What's this? Go on, I'll let you read this one.
Nadeem Haji Iqbal, what's going on, Nadeem? Says, on 57 seconds, Adam said, I get so many tweets in a day, people telling me to tell Steve to unblock them. Me, where's that like button? So I guess Nadeem has been blocked by Steve.
Probably. Steve does like a bit of a blockade.
You see me, if you annoy me on Twitter, I'm more time going to mute you. Because I hate these pussyholes, yeah. That print screen, that you've blocked them. And then, rattled. Yeah, but you're a knob. Like, you're a knob. Like, I don't want to see you on my timeline. Like, you know what? Sometimes you just need a timeline refresh. You know, even like nowadays, everything's just depressing. Coronavirus, racism, this, that. Sky News chasing immigrants in boats. And like the world is just fucked. And sometimes you just need to stop the bullshit. And mute's the greatest thing for it, I think. And just, yeah.
Do you know what? I'm with you, right? But I said this to Steve because I love to mute. And I love it when I see like some replies and I go to click on it, I can't see the replies. I know it's the same old people. They go, yeah, talk about football, what you being so left wing for, why you so woke, meh. Which is usually the criticisms I get. And I said this to Steve, I said, why you just mute him? Like, they're shouting to an empty room. And he said he didn't because once someone else or...
No, because when you do a tweet, other people can still see it.
Other people still see it, so you see all this abuse you're getting and you're not aware of it, which I kind of get. But, personally, I just mute and
But
move
Steve
on.
sometimes,
Life's too
it's
short,
like
man.
someone said to him, that's wrong, and he blocked me.
Yeah. Hi, Steve.
Excuse me, Steve. Big fan of your channel.
Can I have a shout out?
I just don't think you were right to say United are into 2.0.
I quite like Ashley Young. Blocked.
Yeah. Fucking the other day, we got a WhatsApp group for all these bellends, and Steve sacked everybody off because they said in the group.
No, was it like Ashley Young scored for Inter or something?
Yeah, someone said Ashley Young scored.
And
he kicked. But we've got a new group now.
The revolution has begun, man. We don't need housing.
If you want Steve to unblock you, we actually got Steve's computer here, so we could potentially log in and unblock everyone. Imagine the carnage that would do to him.
Oh, mate, that'd be good, that wouldn't
if
it?
We unblocked everybody.
Imagine, and everyone who just realised they're unblocked would just be handy. Be like you just like open the jail gates and everyone ran out free. Like yes.
What I want you guys to do is comment below if you're blocked by Stephen Howson. Like how? Let's see how many we can get.
Yeah, let's find out how much it is
and why.
Yeah, what's this here? Right,
Darian Snowden, who sounds like someone like off Game of Thrones or something.
Darian
I don't
Snowden.
watch it.
Send a raven to Winterfell.
Says Jay's face when he realised he followed. When did you follow through on a video, Jay?
I've not shit myself.
Can we see this?
Months.
Asked about
Mark Brim says love Paddock, hate Cam.
I hate
Cam.
No, has someone turned my mic off?
You know what? He's been very helpful.
Someone turned my mic off?
When you go back from training. No.
Knock that over.
Yeah.
All right. Get us an
Now, have you? Where's he going?
I'm going for a week.
We're 11 minutes in. You don't see the
He said he's 40 years old. The prostate ain't what it used to be.
I don't remember that. It actually looks like I did.
Wait a minute.
He's been very helpful.
It's like a proper. Oh, hang on. Head's touching cloth. Alright.
When was the last time you shit yourself, Jay?
I honestly don't think I shit myself now. I think when you get to my age, you realise you've got to go. You've got to go.
I remember this horrible story.
Go on, I'll let you finish.
I was in the park when I was a kid. I must have been about 5, 6. And I remember my stomach going and just thinking, oh, this is bad. And I remember legging it home, and having to climb over fences and stuff. And I may have touched some cloth.
That's similar to my story. I was out jogging. I've started jogging. No, you can't tell it, but I have. And
Can by the 10.
Thank you. And
He does,
set off.
If you see him doing the mobot outside your house.
Yeah. I was halfway from running. I needed a toilet at number 2, and I thought, and the way I run, it's like around fields near the back of our house. And I thought, I'll be all right. And I got to near my houses, and I got to our estate, and it was getting like, I had to slow down my run. And if anyone looks out the window before looking at the state of that guy running, I was like, I was like one of them fast walkers, you know, them walkers that walk like
Power
that.
walking.
Yeah. I had to cut through the back.
Them
and then
old ladies on a
burst through
Sunday
the door.
morning.
Yeah. I was like that, mate. I was very, very close. So, yeah.
Good
Oh.
stuff. Ocean Man says the creator David De Gea, folks.
Man, I know.
Hey, folks.
David De Gea.
That makes me think of that
hey.
8 Mile bar. Remember, hey, folks. Enough for the gay jokes. Especially from
Yeah, I used to love it.
Hey,
man.
Loke. I
Is
know
that
the
a
whole
tank
bar, but I
top
don't
or
wanna
new
get-
bra? Snoop Dogg, I got a motherfucking boob job. Yeah, I have a problem. I say David De Gea as David De Gea. I don't know why.
I think you're just fluent in Spanish.
Exactly.
And
Eh?
that's what happens.
Dos.
Wolfie
you know,
Juice is what the fuck is
cerveza.
a paddock? Now, did you ever sit in the Stretford Paddock?
I sat in the score. I stood in the scoreboard.
I obviously. When did the Stretford Paddock get rid of? 80s,
I don't know. I
90s?
know the scoreboard was the last bit of standing. That was 94 that it got rid of. I was in the last game there. But I never knew really much about the Stretford Paddock until this channel started and Steve explained to me about it because I'd never stood in it before.
So the Stretford Paddock was an area of the Stretford End, which is obviously where this name comes from. And I sit in the Stretford End now. That's where my season ticket is. Abhishek says it's a noun, a small field or enclosure where horses are kept or exercise.
I like that. I like that. It's accurate. It's literally that's
MK says, for fuck's
his
sake, not
definition.
that paddock, you wet lettuce.
Oh, leave him alone.
We don't have paddocks anymore because there's no standing.
No, there isn't. Mind you, they're bringing back in, aren't they, in J stand, I think. But yeah, I don't think it's named after a
How
small
do you
enclosure.
do you like the name? What do you think? Devils or paddock?
See, I wasn't a big fan of the name Devils.
I wasn't a fan of the Devils.
Full-time Devils sounds a bit
I prefer
like
Stretford Paddock.
childish. So Stretford Paddock's more because it means something. It's like an actual place in the stand, and it's a bit of nostalgia. And I quite
But
like
I
that.
could have thought of many better names.
Go on then.
Adam McCullough TV.
Yeah, great name. What about Jay and McCullough TV?
Yeah.
Hey, do you know for this house and a McCullough?
Mac United TV.
Mac United,
Yeah, there
Mac
we go.
and Jay. Jay Motty TV.
So that's just maybe when I get the rest, when I kick you and Steve and Joe and all that out, and I take full control, that's when that happens. I'm gonna do a hostile takeover like the Glazers.
Oh, mate, we're gonna be forced to sell our shares in the company today. Forced takeover. We don't have a compulsory purchase order. I'll get a letter saying Adam McCullough now owns your shares. Like what? I didn't agree to this. It's a compulsory purchase order. You bastard! Why did I sign that piece of paper he gave me? He said it was a birthday card. Oh, here you go. Here's one for you. You can read that out.
Aditya says the only thing brighter than Mason Greenwood's future is Jay's
A lot of
bald
baldism
head.
going on here, eh? Shiniest
Daffyd
headed
Jones. Daffyd is Welsh, isn't it?
It is.
So
Look
is
at
Jones.
these ratios as well. 45 likes, 53 likes. And who's loving these? On Paddock. That's you little fucking weasel. Right.
Call me a weasel. I didn't even do it.
Right,
Because
apologies.
weasels are brown.
All right, everyone's a little bit racist. Come on, mate, even me. Right. To be honest with you, there's nothing to...
No one has got a shinier head than
I
you.
have got a shiny head. Mason Greenwood has got a bright future. Is my head the shiniest in Manchester? I don't know, but I'm willing to take the Pepsi challenge with anyone.
Who's up there?
Dion Dublin was a great ball day. Can I add him
How
to
did we
my
not
list?
have him in the top three?
Oh, that is shocking. I used to love Dion
Played
Dublin.
centre half up front all
And
over the gas.
he invented a drum.
A dupe.
The dupe. What footballer invents a musical instrument and presents home with the hammer in the same lifetime?
Imagine if it was Paul Parker that created it. It would have been called Paul Parker's Pube.
There's your thumbnail.
Paul Parker's Pube is your title.
And it would have been very small. Not that his pubes, I don't know. Jake Jameau.
My pubes are.
What? Your pubes are small.
Keep them trimming it.
Is that to make your dick look bigger?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Have we got Manscaped on this week?
If you are watching the Manscaped people, we are still available for adverts. Do get in touch. Jake Jameau says, love the auto-generated captions. Hello and welcome to Stretford Park.
Park G Sung.
I love Pat G Sung.
That could be like a charity event, Strip for Park.
That was the only time on Devils where I ever saw a video with like 100% like ratio was when you interviewed Park. Even when you did Eric, there was like at least 2 people that dislike. Yeah.
There was a really awkward moment with Park Ji Sung. Because obviously I brought my dad to me. I don't know.
You didn't start chanting that chant, did you?
I didn't. So I brought my dad with me to Old Trafford. Because I thought, bring my mum and dad. I'm playing at Old Trafford. Fucking hell. Like, you know, dream come true and that. Should have been real, but it's not real, but let's pretend. So we did that. And my dad was there, sitting in the dugout, thinking he was Fergie. He wouldn't even sit next to my mum and that. He was like, nah, I'm going to sit in Fergie's seat. All right, Dad. Fucking hell.
Your dad's a ledge.
And
That's great.
This is when I fouled Parks. So Parks got injured, come off. Remember that? That was bad. So I've crunched Parks come off. Parks standing on the sideline now, waiting to come back on. And my dad goes up to him. And instead of singing Park bit, he sings the You Eat Dogs. He sings that bit. The only bit of the song that he sung to him was that bit.
So I'm gonna minute.
Not Park, wherever you may be.
In this 2-minute period in G-Sun Park's life, you've gone through it, and he's had to go off, and then your dad's come over and started singing "You Eat Dogs" in your own country. I bet he absolutely loves your family, doesn't he?
He loves me. Can't take my dad anywhere, bruv.
It's your own fault for fouling Park. If you hadn't put him on the sideline, your dad wouldn't be able to do
wouldn't have
that.
been
So it's your fault. I'm with your dad on that one. I think your dad's funny, and he did the right thing sitting in Fergie's seat.
Yeah, he did. I don't know who he thought he was. Mr. White says, I always thought Joel was like a little Russell Brand, but to be honest, Joel's actually quite humorous. So does that mean Russell Brand isn't? Russell Brand
Do you know
isn't
what?
funny, but I do like Russell
I
Brand.
like Russell
I
Brand.
think it's because I agree with his politics.
Yeah, and he's in recovery as well, which I'm a big part of. Well, not a big part of. I'm a big fan of. Big part of recovery, mate. Recovery, it's all about me, mate. I don't know why I said that.
The 10 steps
I'm not a big
Recovery
part
by
of Russell
Jay
Brand's
Martin.
recovery. I've got nothing to do with it whatsoever. I'm a big fan of it, is what I meant to say.
I think I can see where it comes from.
But
The dress sense. And
don't you think though this is like a bit of a sort of damning with faint praise? This is like saying I always thought Joe was shit, but he's not that shit.
no, because I actually.
He's
think-
actually quite humorous.
You see, I didn't
Is that really?
I didn't I didn't know Joe before we went to
You say it.
Singapore
Right. Okay.
and Australia, and spending more time with him, you get his weirdness.
I like Joe.
Like I like him,
Yeah,
but
he's-
I mean, if you're watching on a TV show, as some people see this as, or a YouTube channel, it take because you see 10, 15 minutes of him, and then sometimes it's serious, sometimes it's
Yeah. The thing is, well, with Joe, like when we obviously did the switch, a lot of the Devil's audience won't have known him, know what he's about, and you see this guy with a fucking transfer.
even though we
seagull.
made him.
We made it again, just like Howson. Hey. So I mean, with me being responsible for everyone's recovery and you starting Howson and Joe's career, we've done a lot. But he's one of those that like you might look and go, the transfer seagull, what's going on? What's all this? He stood there in lederhosens, like dancing around. This is madness. But he is funny, and I agree with Mr. White. I'd actually go one step further and go, he's very funny.
Oh no. Samir Rashid says, cut the hair, mate. The Jesus look is outdated. Is it though?
One like as well. That's not going.
Is it outdated?
Well,
It's supposed to be coming back soon.
It went out 2,000 fucking years ago.
No, but
didn't
it's
it?
coming back soon.
What, the Jesus look?
Jesus is.
Really?
So Jesus coming back.
It's like the
Exactly.
second coming of the Jesus look.
Yeah, and
Which,
plus you see, like, everyone's wearing old stuff again. Innit? Innit? Retro and... Oh, look
There's
at me.
never been retro wearing something from like
here, I found
10
a classic
BC.
football shirt. Oh, fuck
Oh,
off.
do you know what, mate? If I see another fucking retro
I'm sick
shirt
of it.
other than the 1991 Cup Winners' Cup final one, I am going to jump off fucking Barton Bridge.
Listen.
Right. What's the... Oh, here we go. Joe Beckwith asks, what's this McCullough and Joe beef? What's going on? Because, like, there's obviously real needle there, isn't there?
No.
Something went down in Singapore. You had a little bit of a row, and you've never sorted it out.
I
And, like...
genuinely
you
didn't see
can
this one coming.
tell- You
Like,
can tell there's a bit of something there. Do you know what I mean?
I just like winding him up. You know what I like winding him? People, I don't know. I always make him feel racist.
He does.
So whenever Joe says something,
yeah.
I'll make him feel like it's racist. And then you look at Joe's face when you say stuff like that, and you can see him like
'Cause Joe, like,
panicking.
Joe's one of those people that actually cares if people think he's racist. Like,
But,
I mean, I'm not.
I
bad
actually
anymore.
love Joe, and I think what people don't get is it's like me and Steve will cuss each other, but it's kind of like people watching it thinking, "What the fuck are these two?"
But people are used to it now, aren't they? As
Yeah,
well?
whereas-
because it's you and Joe's quite new,
Mm.
and you do always wind him up. And it makes laugh because you're right. He does worry sometimes. Like, no, I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah.
When I'm like, take the fucking notice. Just ignore him. He's being an knob.
And like, if you see that I'm straight faced constantly with someone, and I'm oh yeah, United are all right and we're going to win the league. Trust me, I don't like him.
No. Yeah.
If I can joke with him and rip him and laugh at him for saying something that sounded racist but wasn't racist, then I probably like him.
You do. They love each other, really.
Joe is a cunt, though.
Skengman, who's one of my favourite men.
Skengman home.
Jay
man
looks
home.
like a chipmunk at the minute. Did he get punched in the cheeks?
Skengman home.
Well, that is highly offensive. And no, I didn't get punched in the fucking cheeks. Skeng man, if that is your real
Skengman
name.
mode. He's going to send man home.
Well, I don't know what you're on about now. Yeah, thanks. We've moved on already. Hipster says, if you're young enough, this is a quote, if you're young enough to play, you're good enough. Andy Tate, 2020.
Didn't Sir Matt Busby once say that?
Trevor said it the other day. He said it the other way around. He went, if you're old enough, you're good enough.
Andy Tate, what a legend.
The word good has to come first in that sentence. It's got to be like, if you're good enough. That's the thing, but everyone keeps getting it wrong.
If good came first.
Not first, but the first.
It'd be
like,
if you're good enough, you're young enough.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, if you're good enough, you're old enough, innit?
Yeah.
Right.
Not young enough.
Oh, no, sorry. Trevor's one was old enough, but he just said young. I don't know why he put young in that. He should have said young.
Is this about you, Jay?
What is this? It's about me again. Hang on. Joel Zapster, who's edited his comment already, so he's had 2 goes at this. COVID quarantine done terrible for Andros Townsend. Shame to let himself go like that. Doing the YouTube punditry for a few quid. Shakes head.
Who's this? Is this supposed to be Jay? From what video?
Andros Townsend. I look nothing like Andros Townsend. Hey.
Is this racist?
I don't know. We all look a bit the same, though, don't we? That's probably what he's getting at. So, I don't know. Not that I agree with that sentiment.
Oh, yeah, Steve said this, man. This is from McCullough and House and Uncensored, Steve and Kim. And we were talking about when Dwight York had a party. Steve's missus worked at the place where the party was. Not missus, his girlfriend at the time.
His lady friend.
His lady friend. And he got invited through her to that party. And he was explaining this. But as you know, when me and Steve are talking, it's just
talking
madness.
over each other, usually.
Yeah. And he said, and I quote what Stephen Kim said.
Dwight York was my girlfriend at the time.
So, obviously.
I think this may come as news to Dwight York, to be honest with you.
So what I think he did was he finished one sentence with Dwight York and then went to
And then he's just straight in.
my girlfriend at the time.
Dwight. I know Dwight York was the king of pornography, according to the channel.
You wouldn't want him to be your girlfriend at the time, would you? Dwight York, come in, impregnate you, leave you, to deal with it, you know, just...
No, I can think of better candidates to be my girlfriend.
He does get away with that a bit much.
A bit? Do you reckon? I saw him on telly once slagging off Peter Andre. I was like, what?
What I want on telly is
You actually
Dwight
just like-
York on the McCanns.
Tell you what, call that parenting.
Good Morning Britain with Dwight York talking about the McCanns and how wrong they were for leaving Madeline on her own.
It's like, how much of a brass neck can you have?
Yeah.
As my grandma used to say.
And how much brass can you have?
Well, there you go. Dwight York. He was the king of pornography, wasn't he?
Allegedly.
Allegedly. And also Stephen Howson's girlfriend at the time. A busy lad. David, go on, you can say the names better than I can.
David Caranja.
Caranja.
Is it Spanish, that?
Oh, yeah, we've got another moment. It's Ronaldo at 36:45, made my night. So go on, what's Ronaldo doing?
Where did you train actually with Bolden?
It was at no, it wasn't Boundary Park.
Was it a school just up the road from it?
It was up the road, but it's like a little.
Was it in a dream?
No, it wasn't in the dream. It's a church. It was across the road.
You know them dreams that you think are proper real?
He's so serious when he answers these nonsensical questions.
I told you.
No, it wasn't in a dream.
No, this happened.
Just tell him a short.
This happened.
Lucid dream.
This is what you do. You come in here wreaking havoc with these poor lads who take you seriously.
Oh, God.
Just tell
And
him
you know
to
what's mad?
shut
People
up.
think I'm angry all the time. And like half the time, it's a joke. Like,
These like don't like just ignore him at times. Just ignore him. He'll go away eventually. But yeah, I love that night.
I am gonna make Joe racially abuse me though one day. Seriously, racially abuse me.
Come on,
That's how I'm getting his
We
share.
don't need. Yeah. Compulsory purchase order in mind, and then Joe's getting cancelled. That'll be it. Maka takes over. Ronaldo's ace. I love Ronaldo.
Woo!
Oh, go on. You can say this because this is ridiculous, and I'll tell you.
I don't
why.
know if it is ridiculous. King
Right, well,
Jaffa
me and you are
says
about to argue,
Nathan Redmond is a better player than Dan James,
except that he's not.
except that he might be.
What does that mean? Nathan Redmond, how many years in the Premier League has he had, and what's he ever done? Nothing.
But what has Daniel James done?
Mate, Daniel James had one season where he had.
I'm
good
saying he
start,
might be.
And Daniel James, like, isn't he about 5 years younger than Nathan Redmond, if not more?
Yeah, it's kind of like Arsenal fans comparing Aubameyang and
Yeah,
Martial.
exactly.
But
Okay.
Nathan Redmond at Daniel James' age was a better player, in my opinion. Daniel James is very one-dimensional. What he does with that one dimension can be very useful at times off the bench. And it's saying I'm not
You don't
digging
know.
him out.
You
but-
don't know you're beautiful. Oh, sorry, that's One Direction. Right. Oh, Ronaldo. Here's another one. Carl Rowlinson. Oh, Ronaldo. How utterly embarrassing.
Wait.
What?
Were you just singing One Direction?
Yeah, you said One Dimension. I started singing One Direction. Sorry.
Oh.
I knew this was going to come up.
This is slimy. This.
Right.
Listen.
Right. Go, you've played it for, lower league.
Man United.
Yeah. Academy level. Do you sympathise with Ronaldo here? Because there's a part of me that says,
Listen.
this is sickening, but then
I'll tell you one thing.
I get it.
When I very rarely used to see footballers,
Yeah.
like I remember once I seen Gavin McCann in Tesco and I took a picture with him.
There's one for the ages.
Weird.
Why is that not your Twitter bio?
But this is bad. I'll tell you why this is bad.
I mean, I'm struggling to defend it. I want to because I
Because-
like Ronaldo.
So I did something for BT Sport once at West Brom Ground, and Jake Humphreys sound said, "Oh, do you want to come in a BT Sport food van and have a munch?"
Oh, that
Me
impression.
and producer Chris were like, "Fucking yes."
Good lad.
So we've gone in. In front of me in the queue is Steven Gerrard.
All right.
We're sitting down munching in the same room.
Did
I didn't get a picture of
Did he
him.
fall over?
I didn't talk to him. I didn't
Right.
do none of
The-
I
the-
didn't.
Yeah. There's a slight difference here in the
No,
sense that
no,
you
no.
weren't playing for Liverpool's
I was
academy
basically
at the
Gerrard's
time,
colleague on the day.
right?
Yeah. Which was
You're-
Ronaldo wasn't his colleague.
Right. You're in a media environment. You're a well-known Manchester United presenter / fan.
And a
Right.
human of
And a
Manchester.
human of
according
Manchester.
To Excess Manchester.
Even though you're.
I didn't ask for that, by the way.
He pretends he's mank. He's Cockney. And right. So if you'd have gone up fanboying it with Steven Gerrard,
Cancelled.
cancelled and rightly so, and you'd have lost all your friends. Ronaldo is at the academy.
And he's got no friends.
Stevie's got no friends. Everyone hates him because he's a mank and he's black, and you know what them Scousers like, allegedly. So for an allegedly, and it's okay. Just remember the t-shirts. That's all I'm gonna say. Right. So Steven Gerrard's posing for a picture. You're at the academy. The only issue I have with that picture is if you can bring it back up, or if Cam's already moved on. It's the little thumbs up that does me head in. That thumb is that's
And look
horny
how
me.
tight that handshake
I
is.
know. The real reaction should have been like,
And the worst thing about this whole thing is, it's got a Liverpool badge on.
yeah, but I think he's got to wear that for the academy.
No,
hasn't
no.
he? Hey, do you know what
I
I
used to
mean?
coach for Aston Villa, yeah? At schools on a weekend.
Explains a lot.
And I used to wear a Man United jacket. And I remember the kids once were running around going to each other, I think there's a scout here from Man United. And we were just standing there like, making them nervous. Didn't have a clue what I was doing.
I was driving down
Bit
the road.
like stay on a match day.
I was driving down the road the other day, right, in deepest, darkest Earlham, and I saw a kid in a Scouse top.
How does that happen?
I don't know. My missus had
I
got-
once, I know I'm
was-
a out of town bred.
Yeah,
I'm from
but-
Birmingham
but
and all that. But I once
deepest
met a
Salford.
mank had a mank, and he spotted Chelsea, and my head fell off.
That's disgusting.
You you rarely see that.
That's rare, and that is disgusting. And his parents should be fucking ashamed because they've let him down and themselves down. But I think supporting Liverpool when you in Manchester is even worse, unless he was visiting his mate, in which case his mate needs to have a look at himself.
But I think some things like that might happen sometimes because someone's at school, They don't like football. Everyone supports United, so they just go, oh, fuck it, I'll support Liverpool.
What, like, he was right. The thing that annoyed me, right, he was walking through the middle of like the estate with his Liverpool top on. Didn't have any black eyes. Didn't look like anyone had hit him. He was with mates. Do you know what I mean? It was just like, yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm not advocating violence. It's just what's going
No,
on.
you are, and rightly so.
Do you know what I mean? Come on. Pete George says, as Pep Guardiola there gently fillets a bottle of sparkling water. That was in quotation marks.
That's Joe, isn't it?
You paint with words, Joe. Laughing emoji.
Yeah, Joe is. He has a great way of
He
words.
does have his like
What
a
did
flowery
we say the other
prose.
day? He said, "Ring the cloth of quality."
Oh, that was great. He is our very own little Shakespeare.
But you know, you've got to watch out for people like Joe. What they do is they use phrases or words that throw you a bit and make you think, "Oh, he's clever." But they're usually the most stupid fuckers going.
that is
Seriously. He sits on the toilet reading the thesaurus so he can come in and
Thesaurus
impress us.
blue paper.
But really, full of
Wow.
shit.
He's got like a word there, fillet. I need to get that in. Fillet.
Yeah.
That'll make me look clever.
He fillets ass.
Oh, this is the last one. Mr. Kipling. Do love his cakes.
They are mint, aren't they?
Yeah.
And his poem.
Oh.
Is the poem and the cake man the same?
Did Rudyard Kipling make cakes?
Did he?
This is what I'm up against. Fucking hell. Do you know what I mean? Like, seriously. Every day it's just like...
So who is Mr. Kipling?
Another one where you're like... Mr. Kipling
Did you
makes
make Cherry
cake.
Bakewell's?
Yeah. Rudyard Kipling, the author, has nothing to do with
They're
the
not the
cakes.
same person.
No, they're
I
not.
genuinely thought they were.
Help me out, people. It's a
Thought
miracle
you were
I
sick
don't
of it.
drink anymore, honestly. Every day is another test.
People think I'm genuinely not joking trying to be a bimbo on YouTube. I genuinely always thought they were the same person.
Rudyard Kipling
I thought,
was he
'cause I'm
writing
sure-
like wrote the Jungle Book and then went into his kitchen and baked like exceedingly good cakes?
I'm sure
No.
in one of the adverts for Cherry Bakewell's, they've read that poem, "You'll be a man, my son."
Right, that may well have happened, but Mr. Kipling, the cake man,
You shouldn't put them two things together then because you're
right,
fucking things
well,
up.
that's just like saying, oh, you know, Granny Smith is obviously Joe Smith's grandma.
She is. That's what he calls his granny.
See, this is the thing I hate about it. This, you can't argue with this.
And God's his
logic.
dad.
Yeah, this logic, it does me in. Right, Mr. Kipling, possibly the cake man or the man who wrote If. Is it If? I'm not asking you.
Wrote what? HIV?
God help me. Thank God this is the last one. Jamaica are definitely qualifying for the next World Cup.
Yes, we
with
are.
Adam in the team. They might win it. And
Yes, we
12
are.
people have liked this
Yes, we
utter
are.
drivel.
Listen. I got facts and I got proof right here. Steve thought I was joking the other day. I didn't want to be in Stretford Paddock's team. I don't want to be bossed about by him.
Didn't want to be.
I'm
Didn't
too
make-
good
didn't
for
make
it,
the
man.
cut
I'm
probably.
too good for that Sunday level.
Hey.
I need to be playing for a proper team. So I got on the phone. I got on the blower to a few people. And then this is what I got sent.
One more. Once you get your Jamaican passport, I will get you a trial easy. Why does
Oh,
that
yeah.
say mum? Where that's come from? What's she doing scouting for fucking Jamaica?
My mum is a great scout. And
I tell you what, it's no wonder Jamaica fail at the World Cup every year if they even make it. If they just you're sending texts out getting in the team.
so
Hey,
it's going to be
And
me.
as someone who has Jamaican
Me,
heritage,
Ravel Morrison.
I'd like to see them
has been
increase
linked
their
with
their
the
game.
move.
Really?
Ronaldo Brown. So
Ronaldo
it could be
Brown.
Ronaldo on the left. Sorry, me on the left, Ronaldo on the right, Raval in the middle, Dion Burton up top.
This has a recipe for fucking.
Where's
complete-
Morgan at the back?
Complete disaster. Wes Morgan plays for England. You not see Harry Redknapp's article?
So,
Hey, why isn't Wes Morgan in England squad? Asks Harry Redknapp for the 41
So, yeah.
capped Jamaican.
Hold tight, all you Jamaicans. We're gonna bring it home, and yeah, man, coming soon. Gold Cups ass.
I look
bitch.
forward to
Americans can't play football. Bro.
If that happens, I
Yo.
look forward to the comments on that particular game.
I've been Barbados 4 times.
Well, you're practically Jamaican then.
So there you go.
That's it. You qualify.
Hold tight, you'll see me at a World Cup soon. Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it. Can't wait. It's gonna be the proudest moment representing my country.
Proudest
at the World
moment
Cup. Yep.
representing. Is that what you always dreamed of when you was a
Listen,
little lad? You always said, "I want to play for Jamaica." when I
Jamaica,
grow
for a
up."
little island, is the most influential place on the planet.
Is it? Is
Yeah.
that facts or
that's
are you just
factual,
making it
bro.
out? I mean, I can
Look at the
can get it.
music,
Music, Bob Marley,
food.
food, jerk chicken and that.
Not just jerk chicken and that.
All right.
Jerk chicken's not even the best.
I'm sorry, I'm not well up on my Jamaican
Yeah, I need
cuisine.
to take you to Bings.
You tell me then what's good
I'll
Jamaican
take you
food,
to
then
Bings
correct
one
me.
day.
Come on, what is there?
Curry chicken, rice, curry goat,
So I
mutton.
said jerk chicken. No, curry chicken, right?
Yeah, curry chicken's better.
All
Jerk
right,
chicken's
right.
wrong,
I'm
man.
sorry. Just
Dumplings, you like dumplings?
I'm not really into Caribbean
Plantain.
food. I'm not really. I know I'm gonna get pellets for this.
You
And
know
I've got
I'll fry
you know,
plantain at home.
Caribbean heritage, but you know,
He hasn't.
I
He hasn't. He's lying. Otherwise,
got more than you, who's saying it off a Jamaican team.
can I borrow your passport, Jay?
I haven't got one.
Oh man!
Right, let's wrap this up anyway before he starts talking more about.
If anyone
Jamaican
works at the
food.
Jamaica passport office, give me a shout, please.
Or if anyone works at Manscaped, again, just a reminder, we are
Yeah,
available
give me a shout as well.
for them adverts. This has
Crack,
been.
Back and Sack will get done live on Late Night Live with Joe if you want
Yeah, and
Manscaped.
it'll look like that when it's finished. This has been Comments Club. That's been Adam McCullough. I've been Jay Motti. Don't forget to hit like, share, subscribe, and check out all the stuff we've got coming up. We've got loads of good content coming up as usual, including the previews, the reviews, the fan cams, the watch-alongs.
And we're winning the league next year.
And McCullough's making some bold predictions. Look forward to
Not
that
predictions,
as well.
the fact.
It's a fact. 21 is on the way. Thanks for watching.